Well, hello, gang. You know, the barnyard of all the characters that we have here. I hope you're having a good day. My name is Sarah, and this is Pearls of Wisdom with keto and food and emotions and strategies and successes and those places that we get that aren't fun. How do we dig ourselves out? Have you ever been totally disgusted, scared, frustrated, discouraged with your food program? You haven't? Oh, okay. We'll turn it off and go watch something else. This isn't for you. Do you have your cuppa? I've just finished my first part of my cuppa, and I will have my next little bit when I'm done with this. But you know what I mean. You've been doing it. You've done keto. You've been successful. You've had a couple of rounds of perhaps doing keto and success and being tight, being disciplined, being structured. The old kitchen scale comes out again. The old bathroom scale goes back in the trunk of the car again. You know what I'm saying. When things go a little bit wonky for what has worked for you, and you've had the bathroom scale creep up and the kitchen scale has to be dusted so you can read the LED number, right? So, this is how I handle things with my food choices, my food day, my food addictions, all that happens for me. This is what happens for me. This is what works for me. So this is how I do it. When I get disgusted with myself and discouraged with my food plan, and I think I'm going to revamp the whole thing, right? I'm going to take the engine out of the car and I'm going to just tinker with it and I'm going to put it back with a whole bunch of new. No, no, no. What we're going to do, Sarah says to Sarah, maybe you could say it to you. What I do is I say, okay, I wake up in the morning and maybe I'm, that disgusted feeling I went to bed with because I had naughties and no-nos and things that just don't work well for me. When I wake up in the morning, this is how I begin it and do it. I keep it simple, Sarah. Kiss. If your name is Susan or Sandy, you're all set too. Kiss. You're not stupid. Do not say keep it simple, stupid. You're not stupid. You are a person that has struggled with food, bought the promises, paid for somebody to tell you what to eat, how it should go, followed points, followed apps, done charts and graphs of your own, and things just don't work out. What I do when that happens to me is I do a just for today. So I'll wake up, it's the morning, I know that things have been awry, and it's time to do something to rein it back in. So I believe in a higher power. I believe that, forces around me can help me. I believe in staying attuned with the universe, not in a wonky, woo, 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 are you smoking pot, Sarah? No, kind of way. I believe that asking for certain things will bring them, keeping the channels open and positive. So I will say just for today, JFT. Okay? Real simple for me. I'm almost 71 years old. I have to keep it simple. I'm at a weight that, I am so continuously delighted with. If the weight is a deal for you, if the number means something, okay. I also have honesty pants that are called, you know, um, they're called Levi jeans that I don every day for my job. And so those things matter to me. Those are my two things. I weigh myself once a month. Okay? Once a month. And I take it, and I have this little leather bound book that I have kept since Weight Watcher days. Okay? and it's in there for the month of August already. I weighed myself on August 2nd. I weighed the exact same pounds and ounces that I weighed on July 2nd when I did it. That's done. That's over there. If I had gained, I would not go through the pantry, go through the freezer, go through the refrigerator, go through the shelves. Oh, that's the pantry. And throw out everything and say, okay, nope, we're revamping. We're not going to have that anymore. That's out. That's gone. I don't do that anymore. I don't do that. I'm a little more gentle with myself. Now, because I didn't gain anything, it's less pounding on my head. But if I had gained, I would still do, and I still do, adjust for today. Okay, the next 24 hours. Now, I get up between 2 and 3 a.m. every day. And for those of you that want to ask me why, I'll explain again. I work at 6 a.m. Sometimes I work in a grocery store. Sometimes I do Uber with people. Sometimes I do Instacart. So my day starts, I'm ready to go at like 5:30. So when I get up between 2 and 3, I can do these videos. I can do Instacart or gig work videos. I can food prep for the day. So when I come home bone tired from my working hours, my dinner is prepped. Yeah, I make my salad. I prep Greg's veggie plate. He has veggies, then he has his protein, and I make my salad. Like tonight is going to be burger night. So Greg went to the Brazilian butchery. He got a pound, but it's less than a pound. So it's less than an 8-ounce burger that he will cook on the grill. I'll have my salad. There'll be a dollop of cottage cheese on the salad to kind of make up for the less than 8 ounces. And I'll also have a hard-boiled Pete and Jerry jumbo organic egg. There it is. Now, for dessert, it's either, it could be a Good Culture, more cottage cheese. I mixed Good Culture with a dark cherry oikos yogurt the other day. That was redefining a new divine. That was delicious. Anyway, so what I ask is the universe, my higher power, is for 24 hours just for today. I am not doing charts, graphs, and everything, and getting a new app, because that's going to be it, or paying somebody else again for the answer for the next, 90 days, 120 days, 6 months, the next year. I'm not. I'm getting it right back here. Whoa. There we go. Shrink it down, shrink it down, shrink it down just for today. That's all we were given anyway. So if you wake up, you got your day. So be thankful for that, have your gratitude, and know what you're going to have. Some people do well with putting their food on the chronometer, on a piece of paper. I can put it in my head now. I'm not weighing everything anymore. I weigh some things, like I weighed the burger this morning. I will definitely weigh my Bragg's organic vinaigrette dressing, because I can make 2 tablespoons, a cup, real easy. La, 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 right? So there's certain things that I have to still weigh and measure just to keep me a little bit, disciplined. So that's my just for today. I'm not thinking about tomorrow. Now, tomorrow, I know I always have my version of a cauliflower crust pizza, but that's tomorrow. I'm not thinking about tomorrow. The only time I'm thinking about tomorrow is when can I get my little Rosie Fanny over to BJ's to stock up on my broccoli and my cucumbers and things like that. And I can get to Whole Foods and get my 365 coleslaw. I think about the getting it in the house time, it's not going to be today because of the traffic, and it's Cape Cod, and it's August, and it's summer, and I hate it. It takes me an hour to drive home from work. That's crazy, and it's 6 miles. But what I'm thinking about with what I'm going to put on a plate and put in my mouth and have is just for today. Okay, so say you gained 6 pounds from, you're watching me now and it's August and you've kind of come back like I've kind of come back. And you kind of have had, the warm spring weather. You've had the cookouts, the barbecues, the weddings, the reunions, the just because we can use the grill and, or I use it year round, but you know what I'm saying is like all the seasonal favorites are back and you've been overdoing them thinking, well, it's just a vegetable. And it's like, no, you can't have 3 ears of corn, right? You know what I mean? That little bit of a, well, we did nothing last year and we suffered and we struggled last year, so I'm making up for it with more of the summer seasonal foods. And when I got on the scale, because it was like time, because I realized my honesty pants I hadn't worn in 6 weeks, and I'm back to wearing like leggings again. If you're a woman, you know what I'm talking about. So, just for today, I asked for food sanity, food abstinence, and food sobriety. It's what works for me. I just share with you what works for me because it continues to work. Not because I planned out something 6 months from now, because that is just a setup for failure. It's buying a year's worth of a program with food. What are you going to do for today? Just like the frame of the screen you're watching me on, just for today. The worry about getting the food and you hope they have it and plan Bs if they don't is another issue. That's over there. What I'm talking about just for today is what are you going to have? And can you pivot if you have to? If there was something that you were planning, because we've got food chain issues now, say you were planning to have, chicken thighs marinated, the salad over there, half of an ear of corn, maybe a whole ear. You were going to put zucchini and yellow squash on the grill because you found a little farmer's market thing and you could get fresh. And something goes wrong. The thighs didn't come into the store. You tried a second store. Now we're getting ridiculous, right? So you had to do plan B. Maybe it's a chicken breast instead. Maybe you got lamb chops instead because they were on sale for the first time in 6 months. Whatever. Can you pivot and stay sane in your just for today? Just for today has reason in it, has logic in it, has sanity in it, and you can still have sobriety. Pivoting isn't necessarily a bad skill to have, but you have to be careful of the regiment that you might put yourself into. When I put myself into the box of today, it's not a punishment, it's a freedom just for today. Tomorrow I'm having my keto cauliflower crust pizza. So I know that the toppings that I'm going to put on the pizza, some of the stuff comes out of the freezer, some of the stuff I'm hoping BJ's has when I go. So I know that. But I'm not going to worry about that today because tomorrow is the cauliflower crust pizza. Today, do I have my burger? Yes, because Greg picked it up from the butcher yesterday. So it's weighed and measured. It's in the fridge. My salad is made just for today. And it keeps me and my head in a good place. Because I can be very crazy with my food and my head if I'm worrying about tomorrow or next week or what the scale's going to say or how disgusted I am with my 11-pound gain. I don't want to be that person anymore. I'm 71. I don't want to be that person anymore. I want to be the person that looks at the day as a joy, and I'm going to fill it with the foods that nourish me, that work for me, that I'm happy with. Finding what nourishes you and you're happy with and makes you feel content is something that I'm saying to you, try it out. It's what works for me. Content at the end of the day. I want to purr like a kitten after I've eaten. That's it, right? So, that's it for today. Just for today, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I'm not going to worry about the 11 pounds that I put on. And I didn't put on 11 pounds. I'm just saying, I'm not going to worry about, If I've put on weight, I'm not going to worry about Monday on a Friday. What I'm going to worry about is nothing. What I'm going to plan for is the day. So I'm a day ahead of myself with what I need to put in the fridge, in the pantry, in the freezer to satisfy what my menu plan might be. I'm fortunate because I have a lot of the same every week. So I know I need a dozen Pete and Jerry jumbo eggs. Why? Because I have an omelet every Thursday. Why? Because I'm a creature of habit and I like that, and so does Greg. So it's those sort of things. If you're not that way, then I don't know. But in my case, having repeated favorite meals keeps it simple as well. Kiss, keep it simple, Sarah. I'm so glad you're here. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto, and it works. I'm just sharing with you what I do. I'll see you here the next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.